My son was battling for his life in the ICU when my own family siphoned $850,000 from my account. My brother-in-law sneered and said, "We needed it more than you." I could hardly breathe, but they had no clue what was about to happen. And then boom, the front door burst open. And, can you imagine anything worse than this? Your 8-year-old son is clinging to life in the ICU, hooked up to every machine imaginable, and, while you're praying for a miracle, your own family drains every single penny you've saved for his care. All $850,000. And when I confronted them, my brother-in-law just stared me down, a smug smirk on his face, and said, "We needed it more than you." They laughed, completely untouchable. But they had no idea what was coming for them. Before we dive into how their world came crashing down, I've got a quick question. What time are you listening to this, and where are you right now? Drop a comment below. I promise you'll want to hear how this ends. I've been stuck in this hard plastic chair outside the ICU for what felt like an eternity, just staring at the floor, like it might hold some secret answer. The air was thick with the sterile scent of antiseptic, and the steady, relentless beeping of machines behind that closed door was marking time in a way that just made my chest ache. My son, Eli, he's in there. Just 8 years old, and hooked up to more tubes than I could even count. I'm a 39-year-old single dad, running my own small design business. But in that moment, none of that mattered. The only thing I cared about was Eli. That he kept breathing, kept fighting. These last 2 weeks had blurred into a nightmare of sleepless nights and whispered prayers. Every dollar I'd saved over the last decade, every late night, every client I bent over backward for, it was all for him. I told myself it was our safety net. That no matter what else life threw at us, at least we'd be okay financially. That belief was the only thing keeping me upright as I paced that endless hallway. At some point, almost on autopilot, I pulled out my phone. I don't even remember why. Maybe habit. Maybe I just needed to reassure myself that when the next hospital bill came, I could handle it. The banking app opened. I blinked once. Then twice. My stomach dropped like a stone. My checking account, $0. Savings, $0. Business account, also $0. For a split second, my brain just refused to process it. This had to be a mistake. I refreshed. I tried another card. Same thing. My hands started to tremble, a cold dread spreading through me. The walls felt like they were closing in. My pulse was so loud in my ears, I almost didn't hear the nurse calling someone's name down the hall. I forced myself to dial the bank, my voice barely steady as I gave them my information. The woman on the other end sounded so calm, so utterly dispassionate, like she wasn't telling me my entire life had just been erased. "Yes, sir. I see several transfers overnight. They were authorized from a recognized device linked to your account." "No," I choked out, my voice cracking. "That's not possible." "I understand this is difficult," she interrupted, her tone carefully measured, but the full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.